Good morning. Recently I was asked, how is the market performing post-election? And as I was answering their question and then also reflecting on 2020 as we're coming into business planning season for next year, I was thinking about where is the market and where do we think we're going? And I came up with some insights that I thought you might also like to hear too. The first thing is, as we've been talking to buyers, they are just entering the market. So they're not just wrapping up from last year. Some of them have only been looking 2 or 3 weeks and they are still out shopping. I have a new listing and we've had over 20 showings already. So that tells me that normally this time of year we'd be finishing up, but now we actually have good activity going on. And some of them have been looking for months, others are just starting to look. Buyers are extremely picky about condition. Back in the day, it would not be such a big deal to just paint a wall or refinish floors before moving in. But now, whether it's post-pandemic, I'm not sure, but they're really picky and they don't want to do any work. So if you're a seller who's worried about your condition, there are things that we can do to help you, but let's have a conversation about those steps and what we might need to take. When there is a wow house, we would expect premium pricing. However, buyers want a wow house and they don't want a wow price. So when we do have a wow house, we think, oh, it'll sell great, it's gonna be fine. However, we are seeing the buyers very particular about getting a good deal. Price is still the driving factor. So with the example of the wow house, we still have to have it priced comparatively to what else is going on in the neighborhood. Then interest rates, they've been low for a while, so we're not seeing that as a driving factor for buyers putting in an offer and pulling the trigger right now because they've seen them low and they think they're going to stay low. So while it's great they're going to lock in equity and build for the long term, it's not a decision for them making an offer on the house right now. Post-pandemic, some of their wish list, they want generous bedroom sizes, they want move-in condition we've already talked about. They want a yard. You've heard about the COVID puppy. So they want a big yard, fenced or no fence. They can add that for their new family member or their kids to play. Location is an important factor, but also they're asking for a home office. That's not surprising. That doesn't have to be a first floor office as long as there's a dedicated space, if it's an extra bedroom or something in the basement that they can use. But again, they want to move in, be able to do their work from home immediately. And then welcoming neighborhood. There's been a lot of stuff in the news. They want a community where they feel like they'll be comfortable and they'll make friends and be friends with their neighbors and feel safe and secure. And that is a driving factor. And here's a curious one. I've gotten feedback that people want a mudroom. So you wouldn't think that that was such a big deal, but mudroom is definitely at the top of the list for these folks that are out buying right now. So if you've been thinking about buying or selling, give me a call. I'd love to talk and discuss your situation in particular and how we might work together. So thank you. Take care.